Richard Migliore, our guy every day except for the dark day on Tuesday. New York Racing Association, and obviously former jockey great back in the day, joins us on Big Board Sports. Good morning, Mig.
Good morning, Roger. How are you?
I'm good, Meg. Let's go to the Jim Dandy because that's the buzz coming out of the weekend. How shocking was that to see Loban get away on the lead and lead wire to wire? Nobody ever really challenged him, and he was able to go start to finish and pull off a huge shocker as a maiden in the Jim Dandy.
You know, I think it was surprising. I don't think I was shocked. I was surprised, but you know, psychologically, when other jockeys see a maiden go off to the lead in a Grade 2 stake, I think the tendency, and I know I did it, was to disrespect them. Say, well, he'll come back to me. I don't have to go after him. And when he went a half in 49, Jose Ortiz, you know, he's a top-class rider, and this horse has shown quality in the past. I feel like he's been a bit mismanaged, but he's shown quality. And that's kind of like giving the keys to the bank to John Dillinger. You know, you let a guy waltz on the lead like that, he's going to be tough to beat.
And now we get a steady dose of the very colorful trainer. I would say that's probably the, if you want to use that word, you could use a lot of adjectives to describe Eric Keough. We had him on the program, Meg, on Friday with us at 10:45. And we asked him if he's going to be in the winner's circle, and he pretty much said, yeah, I'm going to be there. It'll be a big celebration, and he was right on. But now we get a steady dose of Keough leading up to the Travers. Meg, how's that going to be?
Oh, it's going to be fun. You know, like you said, he lends color to it. He's a funny guy. And, you know, he says all his horses are going to win, though. So just because he said it didn't mean it was going to be so. But, listen, Lauban, he gave a good performance. I think a couple of the horses possibly didn't, fire their best or show up. But, you know what? Jim Dandy, the race is named for a horse that upset a Triple Crown winner in Gallant Fox at 50-1. So I guess it's kind of appropriate.
How about the other horses that we talked about, Creator and Destin and Mohaymen, Kieran McLaughlin? What do you think about those horses, their performance, and do you think they'll come back and run in the Travers?
I don't know. I mean, I thought Mohaymen was the most disappointing because he was basically finished midway through the race. He just was not competing at all. I thought Destin ran okay, but I thought he had every chance. I think the horse that ran maybe best, or my opinion, ran best was Governor Malibu. He kind of made a middle move to get into position with that slow pace and never had a real clear path until inside the 8th pole. And I thought he ran well, and he's the horse out of the Jim Dandy that I would probably look for in the Travers. I thought Exaggerator was terrific down at Monmouth. Yeah. But again, he caught a race with a lot of pace. He's a true closer, and he caught a sloppy track again. He's been very fortunate with his setups and the track conditions he's catching. So, if the Travers doesn't have that kind of pace in it, if it's not a sloppy track, he's probably going to be a pretty short price. Maybe you try to beat him.
You and Exaggerator did win the Haskell. That's the other big prep race. That was at Monmouth Park in Jersey yesterday. Meg, you would expect Exaggerator now after that win, right, to run in the Travers August 27th?
Yeah, I would think so. I know they came back up here, and he's going to be training here now. And, I guess Keith DeZormo felt like he wasn't handling the racetrack, but I think, having more time to train over, he should acclimate a little bit better. And I would expect to see him in the Travers. And the Travers gained a lot more importance this year from the standpoint that Exaggerator is the leader of the division right now, but it's still a very wide-open division, and the Travers is going to have a lot to say about who's going to be three-year-old champion.
And it should be a big field. I expect a lot of horses to be running in the Travers. Meg, before I let you go, you got a pick from the feature race today?
Yeah, actually I do. I'm going to just turn the page so I'm back on it. I actually like the 6, Jay Latache. They're off the turf again, the 1, 2, 7, and 8 scratch. So we've only got a field of 4. Lost Raven's going to be tough to beat from the rail for Todd Pletcher and the Rapoli stable. But I like Jay Latache, drawn on the outsides, got some speed, and sports a win in the slop. So that's who I'd look for today.
Rainy day in Saratoga, no doubt. Meg, I appreciate a few minutes. Have a good off day if there is such a thing for you on Tuesday. We'll talk to you Wednesday morning.
My first off day will be after Labor Day, Roger.
Thanks, Meg. We appreciate all you do here on Big Board Sports.
All right, take care. Thanks.